way to fight them.
Don't get yourself killed, Jeff.
Jeff! Jeff, help me! I can't stop it! How many flares left? 2, sir.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Wednesday Night Scream Stream minisodes. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening.
How we doing tonight, Evan?
We're good. We're good. Happy summer. Happy solstice.
Happy solstice. It is officially summer. Yes, yes. So, I mean, now you can...
Any witches out there? Anybody observing?
Anybody got any rituals planned? Or maybe you've already done all your rituals so you could watch the show tonight. Maybe you've already gotten all the...
You've got a few free hours until the witching hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plenty of time for your human sacrifices and... Right. It's plenty of time to embrace the spirit that comes with summer, because we're now officially in the season, even though in our neck of the woods it doesn't quite feel like it right now. It's incredibly mild, been an incredibly mild summer.
It's feeling like we're in the Undersea Kingdom.
Yeah, it is really just clammy.
We've been underwater all week.
Yep, we really have. Yep. I've been, I've taken riding around on my seahorse because I'm just like it's better transportation. I might as well not even waste the gas. I've tried to learn as many lessons as I can.
Green.
Yeah, from that, if Undersea Kingdom has taught me anything, is that I could go green and start riding around horses more often. Because it'll get you from point A to point B like that, and you can, if there are any bad guys chasing you, you can tackle them, or you can, you can scare their horse, or any number of fun stunts, as Undersea Kingdom has shown us. Because for something titled Undersea Kingdom, a lot of it is taking place in an undersea air pocket that is essentially land for all intents and purposes. It's just as we said, an undiscovered layer of the earth that is just, it's a little pocket layer in there, like a little hot pocket.
You go down deep enough, You go down deep enough, and it kind of just wraps back around, like we've got a stack overflow, and the ocean just turns back into land.
Right, yeah. Should have known, it would all just circle back around. And in Undersea Kingdom, it does. And yeah, I mean, so far it's been your pretty basic story of good versus evil and a group of nosy earthlings caught in the middle, much like one of the previous serial that we watched, Flash Gordon Conquers the Universe. Flash is just kind of getting his nose all up in Planet Mongo's business. So now we've got Crash sticking his nose all up in, I guess this is Atlantis, right? Is this
Yeah,
officially
we're
Atlantis?
Atlantis, I think. I
So
believe so.
now Crash and this dumb professor. I mean, the professor is what did he did last, so the bad guy last time captured the professor, and I believe got him to do his bidding pretty fast. And so the professor's just already like being used as a pawn, go figure. And it was his idea to come down here in the first place. So I don't know
And
why this.
where did we leave Crash?
So
There was something about a chariot.
yes, so you're following along, last week's episode was titled Arena of Death, and we were expecting a full-on gladiator Colosseum style action-packed sequence. We didn't get any of that. We were in the middle of a dirt square, and two guys were kind of grappling around, and then
Yeah, Arena of Dearth, maybe.
yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a pretty good title for it. And then somehow Crash jumped on a chariot. Or wait. Yeah, no, he jumped on a chariot and was fighting some guys on the chariot. And then he got thrown off, or it crashed. Was that where we left off? Hmm.
It was something like that. There was something with a chariot.
It was something with a chariot. And he was, believe it or not, this was not the bad guys doing. This was I guess the other faction in Atlantis that aren't the ultimate bad guys. The ultimate bad guy, Unga Khan, which still sounds like a ridiculous name for the big bad. I mean, Ming is just, Ming is just, tinny.
Rolls off the tongue.
It's just evil, Ming, but then Unga Khan is more clunky. It's a little, you feel it like, coming out of your mouth. It's, Unga Khan. It's a lot. Like I'm speaking with marbles in my mouth. But the other guys, I can't remember what the good guys' names are, but we will be reminded in the opening. I don't know if you call it a prologue, but of course, every one of these serials begins with a recap. So we're going to get a nice little recap.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, we really need it because, I mean, it's been a lot of zipping around on horseback, which has been interesting, but we are already can tell that we're just going to be zipping around between Unga Khan's place and this other place. So I'm going to need some refreshers every 20 minutes as to where exactly we're at. So thank God each episode's 20 minutes. Works out perfectly. And we'll see what tonight. The title of tonight's episode is Revenge of the Volkites. So we will see what kind of mischief Crash is going to get into with these robots. That's who the Volkites are. The Volkites are robots, and I mean, as we've seen, they're not the most durable things in the world. They can be taken down pretty easily if you have like a little chair or stool or something nearby you can chuck at them. They're just going to topple right over.
Something of minimal sturdiness.
Yeah, it really doesn't take very much at all. Because those robots, they are not sturdy. They topple over. I mean, they're all top heavy, as we've discussed. They're very top heavy. They're made out of garbage cans and what is it? What are those things? Can't remember what they're called, but like the dryer or like, the little
Yeah, the ducts, like
ducks.
hose kind
Yeah,
of
the
stuff.
hose. Yeah, those hoses. Basically, it's what their arms and legs are made out of. So it's the perfect robot. You could make it at your own home if you wanted to. Just tear apart your appliances for those those arms and legs pieces. And if you got a metal trash can laying around, then you're all set. That's all you need. And I mean, so we'll see. I'm interested to see why these Volkites are seeking revenge. I don't know what is is Crash gonna.
Yeah, what has he? I guess they've gotten the better of them once, maybe. Does
Yeah,
that count as
when he
revenge?
threw the stool at it and it fell over, but they're getting revenge for
Yeah,
that. He took
so the
out.
robots are gonna throw a stool at Crash.
Eye for an eye, these Volkites. They're all about equal justice. Understandable. I mean, again, Crash is just crashing up in here, up in Atlantis, with no business being here, just wreaking havoc wherever he goes. I mean, these guys that he's been with, they're supposed to be the good guys in Atlantis, and they were trying to have him battle to the death, and so now he's understandably on the run, but you know, classic Americans poking our noses in other people's business. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna get dragged behind a chariot. That's what.
Yeah, was that what it was? He dragged behind a
Yeah, that's
chariot.
what it was. I pulled it back up.
That's right,
It's
because they did like a little doll or something. And it's good that you looked it back up, Evan, because chances are they won't show because last time they didn't show the climax, they didn't show the cliffhanger again. They just kind of easily
uh,
showed him escaping.
do you think that they're just gonna cut to he's no longer being dragged by the chariot?
I hope not, but that's kind of
There
how
is a
the
chance
last
of
one
that
felt.
happening.
Wait, have you already looked ahead? Have you already seen it?
No, no, no spoilers, no spoilers.
Uh-huh. Sure, sure. Well, I will act surprised either way. I will be surprised. And I mean, so far I've been pretty surprised with how interested I've been in the serial as a whole. It hasn't lost my attention yet. So, and again, I mean, Phantom Creeps, I think, I mean, that's the only other serial that we've watched besides Flash. And obviously, that one's the most clunky of them all. But I mean, also robots in that too. So
Also,
that's,
robot, that glorious, glorious robot.
yeah, that robot. I mean, I don't know. These Volkites definitely don't hold a candle to Zorka's robot because
It was like a giant goblin.
yeah, the face on that thing was definitely enough to scare any government agent or gangster or whoever may be trying to break into this mad scientist laboratory in order to win the war. I mean, whatever the plot to that serial was, it was kind of hard to follow along. Um, at least Flash Gordon every 3 or 4 episodes, they were kind of changing the object that or the arc. And it's like, okay, we're not just jumping around from thing to thing or try,
Yeah, there was something they were chasing.
Yeah, it had not a pretty decent storyline. So we'll see. I mean, this is the fourth. Yeah, this is the fourth chapter that we've watched. So it'll be interesting to see if things are kind of starting to dovetail and if we're moving toward more of a focused arc, if we're kind of It flashes. See, I knew I was gonna do it. Damn it! We gotta have like a jar or something that I put
It's
like
okay,
money
just
in.
say.
Because I'm gonna call him Flash
We know
every
who you're
time.
talking about.
But Crash. I think him reuniting with the reporter and the scientist and Billy. I think that's really. I think that was kind of start a new kind of series of events for the next few episodes, which I think they may be at. Otherwise, we're just going to be running back and forth for the next 8 chapters. So, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But
Well, we shall see.
we shall see. Yeah, every time that I mention Billy, I feel like I got to do the little salute thing that the title credits do for him every time. Just giving him that cutout hand. It's just the dopiest thing. I love it. And I do, yeah, I love these little recaps. They're always so quaint. So if this is your first time, you're in luck. And if you anytime you tune in, you're in luck because you're gonna get this recap. So I think Evan, if you have it queued up.
I do.
Sorry, I couldn't. My cursor disappeared for a second. Then we are going to get into the exciting beginning of Revenge of the Volkites right now. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Hold on, my thing like just stopped. What the hell?
Are we buffering?
Yeah, I'm buffering. Buffer? I never buffer. What the hell? All right, hold on. Okay, we're back in. I'm at 109.01.
The master of earthquakes.
Wait. Are you still going?
Are you paused again?
No. I'm at I was giving you my time code.
Yeah, I thought it was called up.
Okay, I'm at 109. I'm starting right now. Yeah, my screen was still black for some reason. It hadn't faded in. I did not know he was the Mad Master of Earthquakes. Your mind is mine now. Yeah, I guess Billy is still back there with Sharad's people. And that's where the phrase Mortal Kombat comes from.
Your action is an insult to our god, Poseidon. The people will decide your fate.
Jeez. Wait, who are these guys? Oh, yeah, they're the... Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, they kidnapped Sharad. That's right. Oh my god. Nice. I'm surprised he's hadn't fallen out of that thing. It doesn't have that much like floor. How's he laying down?
The way he's laying, it looks like his feet would at least be dragging. Oh,
there he goes. Tumbled right out.
Tumbled right out of there.
Oh shit. Whoa. Giving me whiplash there. Hey. Lon Chaney Jr. in the house.
That's Sheriff, the High Priest. We can capture him. The sacred city is bound for.
Jeez. Oh my god. He was like at a 90-degree angle, like trying to slow those horses down. Nine 45-degree angle, that's what I meant. 90. Damn it.
Here, you drive.
You know that sword you broke earlier? It was actually a gun. If you wouldn't have broken it, we wouldn't be in this mess right now.
Just wailing on him.
While it looks like a Pope impersonator's riding away on the chariot in the background. I love it. Yeah, sorry, you're on your own now. Bye. Good luck. Close the gate. Uh-oh. Damn. Came to a graceful stop. Whoa! Okay, alright, sweet. Human ladder? Human ladder, it's not a sex thing, I swear.
Quick, Crash, climb on my face.
Captain Hacker, with an important message for His Imperial Majesty Younger Khan. His Majesty has just started out of the rocket laboratory. You can contact him there.
Whoa.
There. The model is completed. If it works, I can begin building rocket motors on a larger scale.
Professor Norton, you don't realize what you are doing. If Unger Khan succeeds in taking this tower to the upper world with all its equipment, he will destroy civilization.
That's exactly what I intend to do.
He said, rubbing his hands menacingly.
I hope you're enjoying your visit with your old friend.
You know he doesn't recognize me. You've destroyed his mind, made a different person of him.
His mind is not destroyed. I have merely transformed it to my will. When the rocket motors are completed, enabling me to carry out my plans, I may restore him to his former state.
Maybe, if I have time.
I will not allow you
If I
or
feel
anybody
like
else
That's what it is.
What is it? Your Majesty, I regret to report that our attempt to capture Sheriff failed. The because of interference by that lieutenant from the upper world. And what about Moloch? Did he fail? Worse than that. He's turned traitor and joined forces with Shad. An Imperial guardsman in the enemy camp? We must act quickly before he betrays our secrets. Attack the city at once. Send war chariots, cavalry, and full siege equipment.
War chariots.
He's gonna destroy civilization with these chariots.
It's ridiculous.
This is
Oh my god.
parade going here.
Fucking clown car of a cave.
Absurd amount.
Your mighty deeds of today have entirely erased all resentment.
Mhm.
If you had not rescued me from the soldiers of Unga Khan, my people were prepared to surrender the city.
Yeah, if I'm out, then they give up.
In recognition of your courage, self-sacrifice, and evident loyalty to our sacred city, I offer you command of the Atlantean army.
Commander of the army? Oh,
Holy
what a
shit.
boy.
I don't
Oh,
pretend
He just graduated from the Navy. You can't give him that position.
comes to my loyalty. I accept. Good. Wisely said. Give him the insignia.
Good, because if you didn't, we'd have to kill you.
Did he bump his head when he fell out of that chariot?
Yeah, I think so. Oh my god.
Crash did, like, they kidnapped
May
him,
the
right?
sword serve you as faithfully.
I mean,
So you will
essentially.
They kidnapped him and then they saved him, and now he's commander of the army.
Yeah, crazy turn of events.
Hail the commander.
And now he's pledging his allegiance to the Atlanteans. That's
I plead for mercy for the black
pretty
robed
crazy.
prisoner, Moloch. You spared him in the arena, therefore his life belongs to you.
Damn. Well, let's take a break right there. Yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. So that was the exciting beginning of Revenge of the Volkites. And yeah, some pretty wild chariot fighting, I gotta say. I didn't know you could even fit 3 people in a chariot of that size. Let alone have room for a person to lay down. I mean, you got a lot of cargo room in that chariot. You know.
This is the extended bed chariot.
Right. You got to spring extra money. In Atlantis, though, they're just building that out of coral. You whip them up easy. You got tons of chariots and, and acres and acres of seahorse farms. You wouldn't believe how, I mean, my goodness, I don't know if in the past episodes we saw it, but it's crazy how many teams of horses we've seen in this episode. Like multiple teams of 4 horses, right? Like
It's a lot of horsepower.
it's a shit ton of. We're talking at least like 20 horsepower, at least.
At least.
At least 20 horsepower. It is pretty nuts though. Between the horses and the whatever the Volkites ride around in. It's not a tank, but I don't know, it's something that looks hilarious when it's riding around. It's pretty good, pretty funny stuff. Cuz I just imagine them slapping
It looks like a parade float, but without the stage.
Exactly, yeah. You have this much of a window to be able to see through. And you better hope that you're not outpacing the horses. But I doubt that thing moved very fast. So hopefully that wasn't a concern. It'd be terrible if the person just couldn't see. I mean, again, I couldn't imagine the kind of accidents that I would think that they could possibly run into filming anything with this many horses and stunt riders and all that. But this was just par for the course back in this day and age in Hollywood. And which is just baffles me. Every time I see it, it blows me away to think that that was just the most common thing you could do out there is film a Western where people are on horseback and somebody's going to jump off the horse or do some crazy stunt. But
do you think that this serial is just kind of a complicated rodeo routine?
yeah, essentially, I almost feel like it might as well be a Western if not for the fact that, we're under the sea in Atlantis.
Yeah, it almost feels like a like weird western. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's a great genre to put it in. I think you could definitely call it a weird Western because
You've got this, Atlantis kind of mythological stuff going on, but
yeah, I just wasn't
still a lot of melee like you see in a western kind of bar fight, big swing haymaker, but they're on
right,
chariots and
right. Brawls and stunts and all kinds of fights and tricks and it's been again, it's always very exciting to watch. I've definitely been you know, kind of keeps me on the edge of my seat, but definitely the funniest thing so far was all those things coming out of that cave. I mean, obviously
yeah,
it must have been a facade or something. There must have been more of a staging area in that cave, unless it was just like they just cut it so seamlessly that it was really just like they had the one team like they just repeated that clip 4 times and then had the Volkites car go after. I don't
maybe
know.
they just had him on a really short loop, like right off screen. They just turn right back around, get back in the cave.
It wouldn't shock me. Definitely wouldn't shock me. I'll have to go back again and look at that shot. It's definitely definitely worth revisiting for sure. For sure. So I mean, it's definitely it's a pretty wild turn of events. Was not expecting Crash to become commander of the Atlantean army, but here we
Well,
are.
before he became commander of the regular army,
Yeah, he's
they love him down here.
I don't even know if he's officially graduated from the Naval Academy yet. And now he's some big hot shot down in Atlantis. Who does he think he is? Crash Corrigan, that's who. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty rapid turn of events. So I mean, we'll see if this makes wind to Unga Khan or if I would hope that Crash is planning some kind of counter assault very soon. Well, I guess
Well,
Unga
he's got a whole
Khan
army now.
Unga Khan just like sick the dogs on him, right? Like he just sent everybody out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're gonna be they've got some defense to mount.
Yeah, there's gonna be some challenges coming toward the Atlantean army. So we'll see if Crash can actually steer the ship. I don't know. He's going to be put to the test, I believe. We'll see what he's made of. We know he can do hand-to-hand combat well, but can he lead an entire army? That's what we're going to find out. So, I'm excited. But until then, we're going to go to our break with another Crash Corrigan movie trailer. This is for, I believe it's either called The Bride and the Gorilla or The Bride and the Beast. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a 50s film about, you guessed it, a gorilla that is going around terrorizing this woman. And it's it's very cheesy. It looks like it's cut together with a lot of stock footage, and of course, Crash Corrigan is running around in his ape costume, terrorizing this woman. But the interesting thing about this movie is that it was apparently co-written or was written. The script was written by Ed Wood. So he didn't direct it, didn't produce it, but he wrote the script. And it's funny because I believe I don't know if this is exactly right or if somebody was making a joke and I just read this somewhere and I took it as fact. But I believe that the gorilla in the movie has a thing for the bride's Angora sweaters, or is lulled by the softness of her, the fabric of her clothes or something like that. Which is very Ed Wood. It's a very Ed Wood thing. So, I mean, you do see a glimpse in the trailer of she is wearing something that could be Angora, which again, for those of you who don't know, I don't know. I imagine we brought it up when we did our Bride of the Monster episode, but that Angora is rabbit fur. Did we talk about the fact that that's rabbit fur? I didn't know that that's.
I think we.
Did we touch on that?
I don't know if we mentioned that.
I don't know if we did.
We talked about Angora before, but.
Yep. So if you didn't know what Angora is, now you know. It's rabbit fur clothing.
Got a rabbit sweater.
Get yourself a nice rabbit sweater. You start eating more carrots. Next thing you know, you just turn into a giant rabbit, which is another movie that we've seen a trailer for on this show. But yeah, so this is features plenty of Crash running around in his ape suit. Some nice close-ups of the ape face. So you gotta appreciate that. I mean, any man that can make a living just wearing a cheap monster costume, I think that's, I would say that's all that we could aspire to do. But I mean, there's careers out there, man. You could be a mascot. You could be a theme park worker. Plenty of. If you've ever wanted to make a living running around in a costume, there's definitely plenty of career options out there, especially in this day and age. I mean, you just put on a costume and go to the middle of some busy city center, and you can make enough money to get by day to day, at least, I would think. As long as you don't get busted for panhandling, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I'm not panhandling. I'm an entertainer.
I'm an entertainer. You can't deny what is my natural inclination to entertain. That's all we're trying to do. That's all anybody's trying to do. Make them laugh, right? Yeah, so we're going to see this trailer for The Bride and the Beast, I think is what it's called. And then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of Revenge of the Volkites. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Don't never get that close to him again. He could have killed you.
On her wedding night, her husband's love brought the beast to rage fury. What memory in her subconscious mind, what weird recollection of another existence evoked frenzied nightmares that could only end in disaster. See their return to the primitive jungles of Africa and the most exciting safari of modern times. See for the first time the battle between a giant Bengal tiger and a flesh-tearing crocodile. See the strange climax to one of the great horror stories of our time, The Beauty and the Brute, as a man sees his bride carried off by giant apes.
And we are back. So that was the trailer for The Bride and the Beast. So that was the title. The Bride and the Beast. And yeah, an Ed Wood joint. Surprisingly enough. But I haven't seen it. I've only seen that trailer. So can't judge whether it's a good or a bad movie. You know, Ed Wood movies certainly are known for having the very particular style, but I mean, he wasn't behind the camera on that one, so maybe it turned out halfway decent.
Who would win in a fight between a crocodile and a Bengal tiger?
That's actually a great question.
Because they were in the water, and I think that might interfere and might be unfair.
Yeah, I think that would be unfair. It definitely gives the
crocodile's got the advantage in the water.
Crocodile's definitely gonna have the advantage. Oh my god, big time, dude, big time.
Because cats don't like water.
Yeah, the minute he touches the water, he's just gonna be like, I gotta get out of here. Get me out of.
He's a wreck. I'm a nervous wreck. Get me out of here.
He's gonna have a nervous breakdown. So yeah, I mean, I think that it would have to be on land, and I couldn't imagine that the crocodile would win. I think that it goes to the lion. I think that between the teeth and the claws, I think the claws is like the big thing that I think about. I think that's what.
I think the cat like agility.
Yeah, I think the agility. Yeah, I mean, again, just the fucking claws, man. My cat clawed me yesterday, dug one of her claws like right in my leg, and I just like screamed a very strange scream that I have never screamed before, because it's like she dug her claw like right through like a layer of my skin, and I mean, luckily it wasn't like I didn't really, just a little bit of blood. It wasn't bad, but just it hurt, man. It hurt, and
amateur surgery.
Yeah, I mean, she dug it in there, man. Like, cause she was just kind of falling off the couch. So, what was the nearest thing to grab onto? My thigh, and so it hurt. But so that's reminded me how sharp a cat's claws can be. So I think that between
so if they're on land and the tiger is falling off the couch, it'll grab onto the crocodile and then it'll win the fight.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's in water, it's coming up all crocodile. Yep, forget about it. I think. And the crocodile, as you pointed out, has the advantage. So. But it's an interesting question. At first I was like, what is this? Is this some kind of parable or something? Is this some kind of something about, the story about the crocodile and the lion, and the moral is actually that you may be quick like a cat, but we're all just lizards or something. I don't know. Who knows?
We all just love Angora sweaters.
I mean, come on. Soft fabric. Everybody loves soft fabric, right? I think that's all Ed Wood. I think that's the point he wanted to make in everything. And I think we can all agree with that. But and speaking of lovers of soft fabric, I got to imagine that Crash is enjoying his new Atlantean cape and his new Atlantean helmet. And
Yeah, he looks great. Not silly at all.
not at
Wearing
all.
no shirt. He's just out here in his Superman underwear.
This is what
with a
all
helmet and a cape.
It's what all army commanders wear. This is what we all look like. We all just wear a cape and briefs and a helmet. And there's nothing weird about that at all. No.
Yeah, I've seen 300.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Again, we've already established this is a very gladiator centric culture down here in Atlantis. This is very, they're very old school. So, hadn't gotten past really the ancient Roman times. So, what are you going to do? Not very advanced. But Unga Khan somehow has this strange psychic mind power. I don't know whatever he's done to the professor with his mind. Oh wait, no, he had a machine for that, right? Like a mind
stealing machine.
Yeah, it was some kind of machine. He's got gizmos and gadgets, so he's a techie to be sure. But yes, Crash is digging his fashion. You know that he is. So we're gonna see how Crash handles his first assignment as commander of the Atlantean army, as Unga Khan's troops are fastly approaching. Anything before we get into the exciting conclusion of Revenge of the Volkites, Evan?
I hope they drag those robots behind the chariot.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like when you drive with tin cans attached to your bumper, and it's essentially the same thing.
Right, when he gets married to the reporter.
Yes, then they can get it. That's what they'll have on the back of the submarine, is all the Volkites. Yep, I can see it now. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of Revenge of the Volkites right now.
What a fool you are, Moloch. You had a chance to escape. You threw it away to help that stranger. That's the least I could do. Crash Cargan defied all of Atlantis by refusing to slay me in the arena. What did it get you?
You're about to find out, chump.
On petition of Crash Culligan, commander of the Sacred Army, and by order of His Holiness Sharat, High Priest of Atlantis, you, Moloch, are herewith given your freedom.
There's your answer.
He looks really thrilled about it. Like, oh, I've got this new boss.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I've been waiting for a promotion for years, and this guy just shows up.
I gotta start back from the bottom again. Fuck. Does he have like a fish gill suit? Like, is it like some kind of, not gills, scales? Sorry, a fish scale suit. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His briefs are like fish scales.
Yeah, he's got the scale briefs. Atlantis, that's the universe.
Yep, I guess so.
A messenger approaches.
Oh yeah, they are doing it old school. Open the gates. Dang, charging in here. Nice.
Unga Khan's entire army is advancing to attack the city.
Prepare for defense.
Nice. First order, prepare for defense. I like it. Solid. Everybody's running.
Well, to be fair, his directions weren't very specific.
Not entirely clear. Meanwhile, Unga Khan's guys are almost like in perfect formation. Is Crash just incredibly tan compared to that other guy?
He certainly looks very tan.
All right, everybody go around this little tree in different directions. It's going to be a sick shot. You know how hard it is to maneuver around this little tree? Damn, I like that shot.
They're here. Now what? That is kind of nice.
Yeah, you tell him, Lon. I just love the image of like seeing people film this, like just being like out wherever they're filming, just seeing it happen would be hilarious. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
You want to destroy all of us? You realize that the jar of such an explosion might wreck the roof of Atlantis and bring the ocean in on us?
You're gonna wreck the roof, man. You can't be doing that. I'm the master of earthquakes. You can't be setting bombs off down here.
I think there was maybe there was a typo in the recap. He has a master's in seismology.
That's very good.
Land science, as I think we
yes
established in the earlier episode.
Well, yeah, that's right. Got him on the ropes, Lon. Crash still has nobody in order. Still running in all directions.
Helter skelter.
No, this would be... They're filming at night, dude. This would be a pain in the ass. Like, I'm pretty sure this is not day for night. Oh my god. Damn! We're gonna blast you!
This flamethrower is pretty sick, but it's not doing a whole lot.
No, not really. Looks cool. Doesn't do much. Oh my god. So much fighting and falling and stabbing and climbing and falling and riding and running. Movement, action. Just slinging your swords around, man. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Oh no. Ah! There's just... Damn. Holy shit. Prisoners of
Wow.
Atlantis.
So that
Wow.
so the defense of the city is going swell.
That I did not expect that to go so poorly. I mean, that's what happens when you just randomly decide to replace your military commander with just some rando that rescued you off the back of a chariot. You know, I mean, one person's worked for you for decades, the other guy just got here.
Judging by the state of the rest of the army, it doesn't seem like anyone really has has things together. Although I guess we maybe could have foreseen that based on the state of their arena.
Yeah, there wasn't much. It was literally.
I don't know if this is Atlantis or if the other place is Atlantis, but what's the guy's name?
Sherrod? I think. Sherrod.
Whatever his place is, they're not completely put together.
No, they're really not. I mean, you say what you will about Unga Khan, but I mean, he's got his troops in order. Everybody is. It's like a well-oiled machine over there. But I'm sure that Crash will be able to exploit some weakness. He'll find something. But yeah, I will say, like, I was, I guess, a little not underwhelmed because that fight was awesome. But I guess I'm more confused about the title of the episode, with it being Revenge of the Volkites.
Not a whole lot of robot action.
Almost no robot action. I mean, we saw their cars zipping around, but we didn't see any robots. So I don't know. They're not called Volkites, are they? The people of wherever they're at. I thought it was just the name for the robots. I don't know. I thought it was the name for the robots, but I don't know. Either way,
let me see if someone's made a Crash Corrigan wiki.
Oh, I'm sure they have. I'm sure they definitely have. There's some passionate Undersea Kingdom / Crash Corrigan fans out there. You wouldn't believe. No, I mean there's.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Volkites are the robots.
Yeah. So it was just a misleading title, I guess, which is a little depressing. It's a little bit of a bummer, you know?
Yeah. I don't like being lied to, Undersea Kingdom.
No, nope. We don't appreciate it. We don't like it, Undersea Kingdom. Somebody's got to answer for this. Someone will pay. Now, hopefully they can make up for it on next Wednesday when we watch. What was that? What was the
next episode?
Yeah, Prisoners of Atlantis.
Prisoners
of Atlantis. Yeah, that, I mean, I don't know. That could go either way. That could be exciting, or they could just be stuck in the prison for most of the time, which isn't going to be that exciting.
Add out that runtime.
Yeah, I mean, I am interested to see how this battle ends. Are they just gonna are they gonna wrap it up in like a minute? Like,
lose the city.
Yeah, are they just gonna like fall out for a random reason? Like, just kidnap, crash, and go? Like, is it gonna end that quickly? I hope not. But with the next week's episode being Prisoners of Atlantis, it seems like somebody's getting taken prisoner, and if I had to imagine, I'd say it's gonna be Crash, because then he's got to weasel his way out of that jam. Should be pretty easy. I mean, he's, he figured out in the first episode, all you got to do is beat a guy up and take his clothes. That's like Hero 101 in this day and age.
Walk right out.
You walk right in, walk right out. Yep. I mean, easy peasy. You just got to be wearing the right clothes. It's all about fashion. Crash knows. Crash knows, like Flash knew, like Ming knew. Like everybody, these serials understands. And again, props to the costume department for all these serials. They, I mean, again, I think it's ridiculous that Crash is wearing he's wearing a fish skin swimsuit, but that's just me. I mean, I never would have thought of.
What a look.
Yeah.
That is this summer's look.
Yep, that's it. That's is the
golden fish scale swimsuit.
Fish scale bikini suit. Male and female. It's in right now. It's officially summer, so it's officially the season of fish scale swimsuits and capes. So I'm going out and get my cape right now. I've been on my
hottest guy. Cool.
It's actually.
You're gonna say, damn, is that the commander of the Atlantean army?
Just the commander of the swim team. No, I'm gonna be. It's perfect timing. My cape is finally coming in next week. I've been on the wait list. I ordered it years ago. It's finally coming in. You don't know how long I've been waiting to wear my cape. No, when I inevitably get to a certain point in my life where I have that kind of disposable income, then maybe one day I will buy a cape for fashion purposes. But I'll probably just wear the hell out of it. A cape would be sick, man. It's just like wearing a blanket, basically. Yeah. It's just like having a blanket wrapped.
Robe, but it's just a cape.
It just goes over your shoulders and you can kind of wrap yourself around in it and, feels nice. Capes. Capes are in. Capes are in. Fish skin suits are in. You come to the Scream Stream for all your fashion, the fashion ins, because we've got all the hot items.
We'll tell you what to watch. We'll tell you what to wear.
Yes. Yeah. That's movie recommendations and fashion tips. That's what this stream is known for. So we're happy to be serving it up every Wednesday and Friday. And so, you can we can find out what outrageous costume Crash and his cohorts are going to be wearing next week in Prisoners of Atlantis. That'll be next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We are, of course, going to be showing our feature presentation this Friday at 9 p.m., which is The Beach Girls and the Monster. So we're taking it to the beach for our first film of the official summer. And I couldn't think of a better film to kick it off with, because this is, it essentially is a combination of a horror movie and a beach party film. If you don't really know what a beach party film is, don't worry. We'll get into it on Friday. Suffice to say, it was just kind of a weird subgenre of movies that only could have happened in the mid 60s. And so that's how you get a film like The Beach Girls and the Monster, which is full of gory monster murders and surf rock songs. So 13, I believe, surf rock songs to be exact. So big soundtrack. Again, another hallmark of the beach party films. Rock and roll songs, kids running around, surfing's usually a big part of it. rebelling against some older, curmudgeons, usually played by washed up film stars. It's basically what we're gonna get on Friday. So it is really a good example of a beach party film and an indie horror film from the 60s. So I'm very excited for it. I'm also very excited for our cocktail, which Evan brings to us every Friday in a little segment, which this season we're calling
Schlocktail Hour. It's Schlocktail Hour this Friday, and we're going to the beach, so of course we have to do a classic cocktail, the sex on the beach.
Of course.
But like every drink this season, I've got to put my own little spin on it. So with the addition of one simple ingredient, we're going to maybe elevate and maybe ruin this drink. So this week's drink is the Sex Monster on the Beach. That's 2 parts vodka, 1 part peach schnapps, 2 parts orange juice, 2 parts cranberry juice, and this is my addition, 2 parts Monster Energy drink. So don't worry, Garrett, if you don't get enough sleep on Thursday, if you come into the show a little tired, I'm gonna hook you up. We're gonna be good.
Yeah, I'll be coming in very tired. I'll be coming in exhausted. I'll have swam in a swim meet after having not swam since I swam in the swim meet last year. So and did the show afterwards. So I'm gonna be coming in pretty dead. So I think this cocktail is gonna be just what the doctor ordered on Friday. Kind of keep me alive for the 2.5 hours of the show. And yeah, I think between the alcohol and the energy drink, it's and the really, really cheesy beach party horror movie, I think I'm really just gonna be wide awake. I don't think I can't think of a better way to spend a Friday night. Drinking energy drinks, exhausted, watching a really, really, really cheesy cult horror film.
It's a party.
It's a party, and it's just another installment in our season of Schlock and our summer of Schlock, which is, it's now that it's officially summer, we're getting deep into the schlockiness, getting all up in there. And so I think this will kind of be a pinnacle of the schlock that we've seen so far, because last week's film was very it had some class to it, outside the bad dub job and the cheesy rock song at the beginning. There was it was not meant to be a totally schlocky piece of junk, but
yeah, I was actually pretty impressed with last week's movie.
Yeah, it really wasn't bad. And before that, Attack of the Killer Shrews. I keep doing it. Every time. Attack of the Giant Leeches. I should just call it the Giant Leeches because that's what it was supposed to be called anyway. And then the title card put Attack of the Giant Leeches. The posters were already made up. The Giant Leeches. They don't have Attack of the. Either way, that was that was pretty schlocky. It was pretty ridiculous. Those leeches. And then of course we kicked off the season with Manos, which was really a that was a pinnacle. That was probably the schlockiest. It was a treat. Definitely the schlockiest thing we've watched on this show. And I gotta say, I've been dabbling into the Manos video game a little bit. and it's
how's that going?
I have gotten. I don't know how far you played. I know because I know you played a little bit, right? Or did you play it all?
I finished it. I think there's
Oh, you finished it?
9 or 10 levels, maybe.
Fuck, man. I must not be
It's
very fun.
longer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I'm at the I've gotten as far as battling the dog.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure where that falls in it, but I mean getting past that monster thingy, like that bird monster or whatever it was, that was like hard enough.
Yeah, that.
And then I just realized you just got to keep shooting the shit out of it, and then the dog I literally just got to today, and I was just like I only had one life left, and I was on my last life, and I was just like I don't even know what to do. This is as far as I've got. I've never gotten this far before. That was all I could think, and it was too late. So, but it was a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. So, kudos to the
Scream Steam recommend.
Guaranteed. I'll have to stream myself playing it at some point because I find myself getting carried away with it, and I don't normally do that with video games, but I do enjoy that. I enjoy the soundtrack, especially because I think
It's
about
good.
how crappy the Mano soundtrack sounds in the movie, but then when you hear it rendered that way in that like 8-bit video game style, it's like it's just very catchy, right? It's little earworms. I can't get dee 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 out of my head. So it's definitely a recommended game to be sure. So yeah, I mean we've been steeped in the schlock, and Friday at 9 p.m. we'll be getting even deeper with the beach girls and the monsters. So please join us for that. Thanks everybody so much for tuning in tonight. You can go find all of our past episodes over on our YouTube page at Scream Stream Show. You can go find me over on Twitter at Spakenstein. Find Evan over on Twitter at Caligari Cursed. We're on the shows on the socials at Scream Stream Show. Also on TikTok now at Scream Stream Show. We finally caved. And yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I said that our YouTube page was Scream Stream Live. It's Scream Stream Live. I think I'm gonna accidentally said Scream Stream Show. I changed it to live a while back. I still get confused from time to time. But so please go follow us.
If you're watching this in the past, then it's Scream Stream Show.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it will always be that way to you. It will never change. Don't let it change. But yeah. So anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
I just want to say again, happy solstice. Enjoy. Well, I would say enjoy the longest day of the year, but I think it's already dark. So maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Well, until next time, sweet screams, everybody.
And to all, a good fright.